All right, we are live. Welcome back, everybody, for another episode of Roll for Initiative. Yay!
All right, can I get a sound check?
Check.
Check.
Panda, can you say check one more time?
Check.
All right, we're all good.
Excellent.
Yay.
Thank you, Producer Curiosity. All right. Well, we'll announce it sporadically throughout the stream, but want to start off right away with our winner of the custom character art provided by Curiosity. And so we have our wheel of all of our subscribers and people who commented on the video last week and or throughout the course of the week, or were in the live chat. So very excited.
That's a big wheel.
Here we go. Spinning that wheel.
Come on. No whammies. Stop!
Hey, Casper!
Hey!
Hey!
All right. Our constant raider. So that's awesome.
That's very fitting.
Yes. All right. So, Curiosity, if you want to write that down, I will reach out to Casper, or we can let them know, because chances are they'll probably raid us towards the end of the session tonight. So,
Casper's a buddy of mine. I will. I can let him know.
awesome.
Speaking of which, happy birthday, Casper.
Happy birthday, Casper.
Happy birthday.
It's actually tomorrow, but
Happy early birthday. All
I
right.
wish someone an early birthday is actually a grave insult in some cultures.
Well, my bad. All right.
is it as bad a luck as forgetting it altogether?
I don't know.
So, just a quick reminder with doing our custom art giveaway is we are 5 followers on Twitch away from a t-shirt giveaway. So, that will be hopefully coming up soon, that we get to do a giveaway for a t-shirt. One of our custom, one-of-a-kind, Roll for Initiative wear.
Woo!
Hooray! All right. You guys ready for this?
I was born ready.
Really?
So,
That's an
Yeah.
odd thing to be born for, but okay.
And yeah, in the delivery room, the doctor was like, okay, here comes the head, and wait, what's that? Okay, we got a dice bag and a player's handbook. All right, here we go.
Your previous window's still covering up the message board.
Oh, for the love of... There we go.
You know, since I'm being a producer and everything.
I appreciate you. All right. So, last week, we ended the Siege of Bilthy. The players successfully defended the outer walls of the city, taking out cultists, goblins, ogres, and werewolves. And with a few very well-placed acid balls, acid spheres, and a very annoying moonbeam, the city was saved, and as the capital army crested the hill coming from the west, they saw the standing city of Bilthy and headed towards the group who had leveled up to level 13 and were doing some basic cleanup around the city perimeter. Why don't you guys tell me what you were doing when the forces arrive?
I'm helping with healing of the troops and stuff. Just administering magical healing, traditional healing, all that kind of stuff.
I would have liked to take like a small little troop out, probably of a few more elite type people out to kind of scour the battlefield and any stragglers, take care of any like stragglers, people left behind.
Okay.
Et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna run around and bury bodies.
And fix the dangerous terrain.
And un-F the terrain that I kind of may have had a hand in making bad.
Yes, the fires are put out. The ground around Bilthy is the epitome of a scorched earth, but the city stands. About half the population survived. Maybe a little more then. Mostly the women and children are fine. The people of fighting age were the ones affected because everybody else was kept safe by all of you.
Yay.
So, as you are all standing atop the remnants of the druid grove that you had put up, it's faded away now. The magic is gone, but there is a visual of where it was originally cast. You see a very well adorned human male approach the gate. And behind him, the army has... a major force of the army has come to a standstill. There are some people in the encampment tearing down tents, looking for, goblins or people that have been hiding in the enemy encampment.
Could I also go to the encampment and look for any sign of what might have, I'm obviously assuming they left, but Acolyte or Schlegel, any sign of where they might have headed out towards, or left behind anything?
Okay, so in the length that this has taken, you haven't had a chance to get to the encampment.
Okay.
It is up at this point that the army came in and they actually had to pass through the encampment to get to you.
Okay.
And so you've watched as a large portion of the army has stopped to level as much of the encampment as they can. And then a smaller force, seeing that the battle itself has been won, has approached the gates.
Okay.
And this gentleman stands at the foot of the castle of the city and says, Well, who's in charge of this operation?
I'm assuming my group is still probably out in the field, so I'm probably not quite there.
Whoever it is going to point him towards the generals.
Towards. Oh, that's not Orman. It's the other guy. Rin.
Roland. Yeah.
Or Roland, yeah.
Roland's in charge.
Okay. So, you watch Ridire. Roland has been doing a pretty good job of sticking with you for most of this. Still feeling well underqualified for this position, but a little more confident in his abilities now that you've been, now that he has you there to kind of help him out. And as this well-dressed gentleman walks up, he talks to Roland for a few minutes and then comes over to you and says, so you're the ones who were at the Capitol and went ahead, hmm?
Me and my compatriots, yes.
Yes.
Roland.
Yes.
I roll up. Aye, we were. You boys are late. Did you, take a stroll through the Feywild getting here? I know time works differently. Not a week ago, I was 12.
Well, that's... Sorry, make a note that we're not to enter the Feywild anytime soon. And you see a very strong-looking human next to him just start taking notes down with a sigh. Yes, well, we had to take our time. It's hard going moving an entire army through the valley, but it looks like you handled yourselves just fine.
Well, I wouldn't say just fine, but we managed to hold them off much better than I think anyone would have anticipated, especially them.
No, you don't give yourself enough credit. And he gives you a big slap on the back.
I slap him back on the back.
Plank.
So, what's the status report? What can you tell me about what happened? How did everything go?
Well, we defeated the bulk of their army. Our other companion Oliver and some of the other men are out searching for any stragglers, although I'm assuming your forces probably picked off any that had made it out away from the main battle. Now we're just tending to the wounded now, trying to make sure everything's on the up and up for recovery.
Good. Excellent. Sounds like everything is in order.
Some of the walls are going to need some repairs, but we managed to still to keep them from doing any severe damage to the city itself. So I'll call that a win.
Absolutely.
Are we standing next to any of the broken walls right now?
I'm assuming in the time that's passed, you've probably built up most of the walls.
Okay.
At least to enough of a degree that with some work they can become back to their original shape and form. Well,
Yeah, I was gonna say we just point out what transpired with the walls, and we're big darn heroes.
well, you just leave the rest of the cleanup to us. We'll be staying here for about a week or so at least to make sure that preparations and cleanup is taken care of, and we'll be leaving a few soldiers behind to make sure that if those mutts come back, they're taken care of.
Excellent. Did your men perhaps see or detect any of the enemy escaping upon your approach? We have not seen signs of their leadership yet, so we're assuming they fled the battle when they realized it wasn't going their way.
Oh, well, it just so happens that we have their leader trapped in his tent.
Oh, excellent. Talamh, send your friend to get Oliver. He's going to want to know this. the plant, the bush.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't remember what you named him.
Robert.
Robert, thank you.
Because he's Robert Plant.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, send Robert to go fetch Oliver or something.
Oh, he's a good little plant. Go get Oliver.
Just watch as baby Groot just jumps, takes off running.
What's funny is
Holding up- Go ahead.
it's considered small, so it's actually not even like baby Groot.
Oh, so it's Teen Groot.
It's like between child and teen Groot, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, but because it's got, what kind of plant is it again?
A shrub.
It's a shrub.
It's a shrub.
Yeah.
So, I'm just gonna.
A strawberry. It's a good strawberry. I enjoy
I-
the orange particularly.
I kind of want him to be a cactus, but...
Hell yeah, he's a cactus.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh. Does he have boxing gloves?
I mean, you could put them on him if you wanted.
Digimon, Digital Monsters.
Oh my god. Yes, that one.
I'm just looking at anime cactuses now.
I was just saying, I was looking at the Final Fantasy ones, the cactuars.
Oh, yeah.
Little guys who are like, and they got the weird faces.
Yes, that's what I was thinking too. So, that goes. Robert Plant goes running off. And,
it does look like Togemon, the cactus with the boxing gloves. Sorry, I just
And-
finally saw a picture of it.
You guys, and the captain starts leading you away, towards where everything is. And he, says, yes, well, so, I am Captain O'Dwyer, and if you'll come with us, we've had some trouble with the, this werewolf leader. He, well, I mean, he's obviously, he's gonna be no match for me. But we figured you would want to interrogate him, and a few of our soldiers went in to try and take him out, and well, they eventually came out. Sometimes an arm, sometimes a leg. We've surrounded him, but
I understand. Yeah, you want us to go in there and extract some information.
we were told by the Emperor that, you would be leading the investigation of this if you were still around. Some of the council had money that you would get something you were looking for and just flee. But, well, you'll be happy to know that I've made 20 gold.
Ha ha! Well done, sir. Well done. slap him on the back again.
Slaps you right back.
Clank.
Just clank, clank, clank. The best part is like there's no like macho trying to outman each other. It's literally just them being buds. That's what I'm seeing it as.
Roll an insight check.
Maybe he's trying to out macho me, but Ridire's just honestly likes the guy. Insight. I'm so good at insight. 19. I am good at insight.
There's a little bit of a posturing from him. His end. It's a little not jovial. There's just a twitch at the corner of his eye every now and then when you say something manly and heroic.
I'm not even saying things as manly and heroic. It's just Ridire being Ridire.
He might be a little insensitive.
That's okay. What's he gonna do? Challenge me to a fight?
No.
If he does, I'll just step forward and be like, I'll take care of this.
He'll arm wrestle me, he'll beat me, and then Talamh will kick his ass. Arm wrestling.
Oliver, meanwhile, you're in the field to the southwest, and, helping put out a fire or 2 or 12. And,
Flask of endless water.
Or just have like a hose.
I mean, you could do just a water splash, too. As a
I
cantrip.
just like the idea that it's like a hose.
He's got the flask in one hand, and he's got he's like shooting out water splash cantrips with the other one.
Oh my god.
That's the stuff that's a bit further away.
You get a splash, and you get a splash.
He's got a plastic fireman hat on.
Oh my god. I feel like I have to draw that one now. As the splash page is Oliver with a fireman's helmet. Or like Oliver posed in like the fireman calendar pictures.
With the suspenders, shirtless.
I like to just imagine though that he's just like some shirtless, like beer gut dad just sitting there with a hose.
Just the lazy,
Yeah.
filling the kiddie pool up from a distance with a
That's
beer.
exactly what
Just,
I'm thinking.
He's got socks and Birkenstocks. and then just like cargo shorts.
meanwhile,
So he's dressed up like grilling Ridire.
Yeah. Exactly.
oh, okay.
Speaking of future product, roll for initiative, fireman calendar.
Yeah, with Curiosity's free time.
No. We'll get contributors. We'll get a bunch of contributors to.
Oh
build it.
my god,
No,
that'd be
it's just gonna
amazing.
it's gonna be you three for split. Like each of you has to do 4 months.
Okay. Meanwhile, Oliver, as you're putting out fires, literally, you watch as Plant Robert runs up and goes to tug on your shirt, which does hurt a little bit.
What is it, boy? Has Ridire fallen down the well again?
Just crosses its arms and looks at you.
Just its head just tilts slightly at an angle, and it just starts running off towards Talamh.
I'll assume that's a follow me. I'll kind of instruct the boys to keep looking around, and then I'll follow it.
Okay. You watch, or you run along with Plant Robert, and see Talamh and Ridire, and I picture Talamh as just kind of walking along, annoyed at the bromance, the slightly uncomfortable bromance that is forming.
And can I cast just like warm metal at a cantrip level?
let's not do that.
And
Not enough to cause damage, just enough to be annoying.
It's really like
on
uncomfortable.
who? Who are you casting this on?
Both of them.
Both of them? Roll me an Arcana check.
Arcana. Boop. Eh.
An 8? I'm gonna say that you check yourself enough before it gets out of control to not do that. If you had rolled a 1, you would have cast it at its level.
Oh no. No, I just wanted to be like, I wanted them to get the warm, fuzzy feeling from the outside.
Alright, so you all walk up, and Oliver, you rejoin the group. And you're led to a fairly familiar looking tent for Ridire. And one that stands out amongst all of you because Ridire has described it for you. But this is the tent that you've seen Acolyte and Schlegel in repeatedly.
As we were walking there, I brought Oliver up to speed that we're pretty sure they've got Schlegel surrounded here, since that's obviously
It's gonna be like a total demeanor change.
of concern
the
for him.
moment.
Yeah. So we're thinking we'll extract some information from him, and then punishments as deemed fitting.
Soldier stands at the ready as you approach, and happy to report, sir, that the prisoner has been kept inside of his dwelling the entire time. We have had multiple men on guard at all times, and no one has gone in or out since Greg and George. So we know that there is we know there is one individual inside.
Thank you.
I want to tremor sense it to see if it's like a werewolfy person inside.
Okay. Yeah, tremor sense you I mean, roll me a perception check.
I'm standing on the ground, baby.
29. Okay. You get a very clear image of a humanoid hybrid wolf creature that is pacing back and forth around the room at a fairly rapid pace. Medium build, kind of hunched over, but moves very quickly.
It's definitely a werewolf in there.
Shall we investigate further?
I suppose that is the next course of action.
Well, I will just stay out here and keep guard.
Yes.
You have the Crown's permission to do with the prisoner as you please, although the more information you can get out of him, the better.
Of course. If you hear any yowling like a dog in pain, just ignore it. And I'm going to walk into the tent.
Okay. Talamh, your passive perception, your passive insight gives you a little bit of a heart rate increase as he's showing me up again. Comes across his brain.
I'm gonna like kind of motion towards the guy as I like kind of, John Wayne walk backwards into the tent. He's just always like this. And like finger guns him.
I'm just imagining water drive.
And Oliver, your way of entering this tent.
Just very plainly. I'm gonna see how things go first.
Okay.
Cool.
Oof.
I enter first, as per usual. Shield at the ready. I don't have my sword out though. Oh, I'm probably not looking at the right screen. There we go. Oh, there's things here. Oh, Oliver's so small.
Aw, he's litty bitty.
So, just for this map, make sure you're aware that it's technically a 10 by 10 grid is 5 by 5. Because it's not a big map. It's a little map.
It's a little.
It's so little. Apparently, I'm in a mood.
Oh my gosh.
Cool. I'm just gonna. I walk in. Is he gonna do anything, or is he just staring at me, or
He. So you enter and you see this brownish, yellow-eyed werewolf pacing. Does have a spear. In hand, kind of using it as a walking stick. Almost. More of, not like leaning on it, but more of just tapping it along the ground. And he paces back and forth a few times and just watches you as you walk up, and he goes, So, you're the one who has been, it's the three of you that have been causing all this trouble, hmm?
I mean, you're the one starting a war, so that's causing trouble. We're just, like, cleaning up the trouble.
Cleaning up is a good way to put it. We're just cleaning up the population.
Suggestion. Casting suggestion.
Go for it.
I suggest for your own safety and your own well-being that you tell us everything you know. Maybe we might let you see your family, friends, everything else again. From there, we'll have to figure it out. But if you don't tell us, I can guarantee you will not make it out of it.
Okay, is there a saving throw on that?
There is.
Yeah. What is it, wisdom?
It is he has to make an 18 for sure. It is a wisdom 18.
16. Any bonuses? Any... Nope. Alright, so what is the exact phrase that you're having him do?
I think it's tell us everything you know.
Tell us everything you know is this core of it, but I was trying to make it reasonable by saying we might let you live if you do.
Mm-hmm.
But the actual command words of the spell would have been the tell us everything.
Alright, you watch as he blinks and kind of slows down a little bit and says, I mean, tell you everything. Well, we're going to spread across the land, and you're either going to convert, or we're going to kill you all. Pretty straightforward. We're looking for the the generals of Enoth.
I would like to insight check this guy.
Go for it.
21.
What are you hoping to gain from the insight check?
Is he holding anything back? Or does it seem like he thinks he's outwitting us with what he's saying?
He seems stupidly confident. His heart is racing very fast, but it's very steady in how fast it is. You get a sense that this guy just kind of operates at a higher energy level. Not that he's overly nervous or anything.
He's just wound a little tight.
Yeah, a little crazy.
Can I also see if I can peg this kind of feeling too, or
Yeah, go for it.
14?
14. So you get a sense of this. You definitely feel like he's not fighting the suggestion at all. Like, you cast it and it passed through him pretty easily. Yeah, we'll go with that. And he follows up with, now, you stopped us. And that's not gonna be okay. So, I'm gonna kill you. And then I'm gonna get the general.
I'm gonna cast Hold Person.
Yeah, okay. Excellent. I'm gonna pull up a chair and sit down. I'm gonna be like, well, before you kill me, why don't you tell me, just since I'm gonna die anyways, doesn't matter if you tell me, who's your leader? Where are all of the other people in charge? Where's the next place you're going? Just all that stuff.
Okay. Go ahead and cast Hold Person. What's the saving throw for that?
Wisdom 18.
Is he considered a humanoid? Hold Person only works on humanoids.
Hybrid humanoid, yes.
That's right. If he's half shifted, then yeah, that would make sense. Fearned says, "Where's Francis?"
All right, 14 again. 14. He fails.
He's basically paralyzed, but I'm gonna make it so that he can talk.
Okay. He says, starting to kind of fight against this. He doesn't really like the whole person thing. He's not really down with that.
And I'm going to start removing dirt from beneath his feet.
Okay. We're gonna...
When I sat down in the chair, Ridire spun it around backwards like one of those trying to be cool motivational speakers.
All right. You don't have to come at me like that.
What? I'm not saying... No, I'm saying it's... Okay, kids, let's rap.
Again, you don't have to come at me like this, just because that's how I act in my day job.
Oh
I'm
my
not
God.
commenting on how you act in your day job. I'm commenting on the fact that that's a trope. It's not a bad trope, but it's a trope.
It's a trope that I embrace wholeheartedly.
I like sitting on chairs backwards.
All right. He says, I mean, doesn't really seem fair for me to tell you all of this information when you've got me, unable to move now, does it?
I don't take too kindly to being told someone's gonna kill us.
And I don't take kindly to being held Let me go and I'll tell you what you want.
How about you tell me what we want, and then we'll let you go.
The
I'm gonna roll a persuasion check on that.
Okay, go for it.
Can I give him advantage because I'm removing the ground beneath his feet at an even faster rate?
That's actually going to make it more difficult to persuade about being let go.
Oh, well. Yeah, it's just gonna slow down then.
If you're slowing it down, if you're going to start to fill up the hole, then
Well,
I'd give
changing
you
the rate of
advantage.
Nah. No, I still wanted to kind of make an impression on him. I don't want to
Okay.
completely stop.
Go ahead and roll then, Ridire.
That's a 21.
Wow. That's a fail.
I mean, if he had advantage, he tied me.
Wow.
Yeah. He looks at you and says, "Give me your word, and I'll share you my information before I stab you."
Yes. If you give us the information, she will release the hold. Talamh, yes?
Right, once he gives us the information, I'll release the hold.
Do I have your word?
Yes.
Fair enough.
I don't think you have much of a choice.
I'm not saying he's going to be able to leave the tent, but we'll release the hold first.
We have like 2 or 3 other ways to hold him again, but not her.
I also didn't say that I wouldn't then cast
Exactly.
hold person on him.
We'd release the hold, but he didn't say anything about bringing the hold back.
Yep. It's not lying.
He may or may not expect you to do something else. Well, let's see. You wanted to know who's in charge.
As we were having that little like spat of negotiating, though, I do want to cast a spell. I want to cast Zone of Truth.
Okay.
So, I create a magical zone, blah, 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 blah. A creature enters on its first turn, and they have to make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, they cannot speak a deliberate lie. All of us technically have to make this save, but you can choose to fail.
What? Okay. Charisma save?
Charisma save. You guys technically all have my +5 against it, though, even though it's my spell effect.
I would choose to fail.
I'm going to also choose to fail.
What? To just tell the truth?
Yep, I have to tell the truth.
I also have to tell the truth.
Doesn't mean you can be evasive in the way that you speak, but you cannot tell a direct lie.
Remind me, are you guys seeing my rolls?
Yes.
I saw that one.
Okay.
The charisma save.
So a 26, so he saved. Well then, never mind. I'm just gonna dispel it.
Well, Zone of
'cause
Truth allows you to know if they saved or not.
I
anyway,
know that
so-
he saved. Yeah, I know whether they succeed or fail, so I know that he can still lie. But the fact that he succeeded means it's not doesn't help as much. So, all right, whatever. It was worth a try.
I actually survived an ability of yours.
Ridire's not that necessarily great at doing stuff to people. He's just great at withstanding what everyone else does.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
he says, so, you wanted to know who our leader is. Is that right?
Yes, that's one of the things.
Cardinal Dorn would be the name.
Cardinal Dorn, interesting. This is like a religious cardinal?
Or is he a little birdie?
A little bit.
Oh, that would be so cute if he was a little birdie.
Would be cute.
He is not a little bird.
He could be. If you wanted him to be.
Well, then what is he? And who?
He is the leader of the Saints.
And
he is going to bring us into the new age of Lycan.
Got you. Okay. Where's he?
Well, if what Acolyte is saying is true, you've already been to our home.
I mean, with all due respect, I
We've
wouldn't
been a
really
lot of
trust
places.
Acolyte on much. She's a little bit rambunctious, I think. I think even you would
Isn't she
agree.
Wonderful.
Yes, it can be quite interesting.
Yes, she really does not like you.
Oh, really? I've been nothing but kind to her.
Yeah.
I just like do that frown and do that.
What else were you wanting to know? There were so many parts to what you said.
What was the other things we wanted to know?
Where are they
guys?
planning on going next?
Yeah, where's your... Are you going to continue with your efforts in Bilthy, or are you headed somewhere else?
Oh, we'll get the general that was in Bilthy here soon enough. But in the meantime, we've turned our eyes to a few new locations.
Oh, and where would those be?
Yeah.
Oh, we have friends. New friends that we've made.
What was the name of that crazy chick?
Lady Zamed.
Oh, you mean like Lady Zamed?
Oh, has somebody been spying on us?
No, you guys are just really, really bad about leaving information lying around.
And I hear really well.
Well, so cutting off your ears. That's where we'll start.
Ooh, cutting off the werewolf's ears. That's a... Thank you.
But that is a great idea.
Right, that...
Happy to help. Anything to inflict a little pain on the world.
What else do we need from this guy?
You guys have any more questions? I can finish this out.
How about any of the other leadership beneath Cardinal Dorn? What are all their names and locations, if you have them?
Well, Acolyte's on her way back to the house. Otherwise, what's the name of the one that you killed? Wow, brain fart.
Helden?
Helden. It appears you've already dispatched of Helden. He was so weak.
I mean, he just attacked us. He really didn't like the dinner we made.
You cooked for him.
Yes.
That's
our... I don't know. All this stuff is going on. We're just chefs. all right?
interesting. Well, Helden was killed by chefs. That
In
fitting.
self-defense. Oh, yep, pretty much. Pretty much. Well, time we, I guess, hit the dusty trail. Oliver, you got anything else?
I have one more question for you.
Ask away. I can't seem to go anywhere.
Do you remember me?
I don't believe I know the mask.
I do have a real quick question. Hold person, does that get... When a person attacks them, do they get unheld?
No.
Mm-mm.
I think they get to make a saving. They get to make saving throws every turn against it. Is all.
Acid splash.
He automatically fails dex saves because he's paralyzed.
22 acid damage.
Okay.
As Oliver's doing this, and his attention's on Oliver, Ridire's going to be slowly standing up and moving the chair aside.
The
I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna.
I was gonna say I'm using a full amount of mold earth, and so he's gonna be in a pit, held. His head is above ground level though.
Okay, well, he's held in place at the moment. So
He's kind of in the air.
is mold earth isn't concentration, is it?
No, it's just a cantrip.
Alright, and what's the saving throw for
Old person
old
is
person?
wisdom.
Yeah,
What's the DC?
18.
Okay. Let's see here. Excuse me. Okay. Right. So you throw the acid ball or
Acid
acid splash, and what do you do?
and I'm just gonna say, how about now?
Oh, the little whippersnapper from so long ago. You gave me these scars.
It is true, but you have given me my own.
Oh, have I left you a little present to remember me by?
Something that will, I guess, be with you until your end.
Be a dear. Give us a show.
You haven't earned it yet.
And fair enough, I'll just look at your corpse.
I could say the same thing about you.
And with that attack, I think it's time we roll for initiative.
What?
Oh no!
God, I can't find my initiative on here.
It's above your hit points.
It makes sense.
There it is.
Talamh, you're going first!
What? I never get to go first. Oh gosh, what?
Turn 6. Why am I rolling like crap again?
Before the ensuing battle, I would just like to say that Roll for Initiative does not approve of relentlessly beating the elderly. We do, however, in this situation,
Unless
find
it's
it
for
quite
the greater
appropriate.
good, I think is
quite-
the tagline there.
Yeah, unless it's for the greater good. So, if you are overly susceptible to gore and violence, you might want to tune away for a few minutes. Because I think all of us want to cause this dog thing pain. So
I'm just gonna try to keep him held.
Okay.
And hold on. If he's
it's just
have I molded? I've
concentration.
already done the mold earth. There's like a pit beneath him, right?
I
Or would I have to
say
do that?
that you were starting. I would say do that as your turn.
Okay, then that's my turn. Is to do
Fully clears the pit beneath him. Yep.
yeah, and with him held like where that
Hold
pit
it.
is.
Yeah.
See, I never thought of hold person as like holding them, locking them in place like that. I actually really like that interpretation of it.
You're holding the person. Still,
Yeah, no,
whatever is happening around them.
it kind of makes sense. It's just that doesn't usually come up, but
And
I like it.
It especially makes sense the way Talamh's doing it, because she's like holding his bones.
That's a really creepy thought. I don't like that. All right, how big is the mold earth?
It creates a 5 foot.
Yeah, so it's the size of his square.
Okay. There you go. All right, Oliver.
I'm going to start with a acid knife, which is a 29 to hit.
That'll hit.
So that does, and then technically a dex save, but can't make it. So he takes 6 plus it's acid, so 11 acid damage from that.
And then it explodes.
Well, that is the cold damage that went with it, so it is just 11 flat. It would be 1 piercing and 10 acid is what it would be.
Gotcha. Yep.
Oh, because you can't change physical damage types to.
No, just a spell. And then I will be using 2 sorcery points, and I will cast Hold the Dead, also acid.
Okay.
It's a wisdom save. And since he is damaged, he takes 3d12.
If he fails. Oh, he
makes it.
passed the save. It's a cantrip, so it's an all or nothing, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep. All right. So, how much in the acid knife was it again? 15?
1
11.
piercing, 10 acid.
It is. The piercing is magical.
Yep.
Being a werewolf, so there is that.
He's so lucky. That was a great Toll the Dead roll.
That was.
Yeah, it was.
Well, and it would have been 5
It
more
would have been
damage on
31 acid damage
Oh my gosh.
as a cantrip.
That holy mackerel! How many?
Toll the Dead is awesome if you have a
3d12.
high enough DC. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And mine's like high-ish enough.
I mean, yeah, ours are about as high as they can be at our current level without magic.
I'm assuming his wisdom save is really high, though.
Hey guys, my kinetic spike went up to a D8.
Oh lord. All right, Ridire, you're up.
Oh, decisions. I will. Should I just attack him a bit? I think maybe I should just attack him a bit, huh?
Sure.
I mean, no point in going crazy. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk
We got
up
the
to him.
information we want.
There's no offering him redemption.
Oh wait, technically, you know what? I'm gonna wait. I am gonna walk over to him. I can't control because you dropped our figures on here, so we can't. And I will draw my sword, and then I will hold my action. If he breaks out of the hold person and tries to attack anybody or run away, I will attack him.
Okay.
Well, it's not like he can get any traction.
No, but I technically like because of what we said if he told us everything, we'd release the hold. I'm not going to attack him unless that hold is released. It's kind of an honor thing. So
That's true. I technically haven't done anything. I haven't attacked him either.
we're just letting Oliver torture him until he tries to do something back. It's kind of what's going on here.
Okay. His turn.
The DC is 18.
All right, it's a fail. It's that battle of this is not cinematic if you're just holding him and whittling his life down.
Oh, I'll make it cinematic.
But Like, I don't want to just one-shot my bad guy, but if that's what happens, that's what happens.
It's just picture
So-
like the sad like Agni Kai music in the background for what the scene is. Like we're not trying to have a swashbuckle fight. We're just like trying to put somebody down.
It's not cinematic because heroes in movies have to do stupid things for there to be interesting story.
Yeah.
The nice thing about D&D is you can have people do smart things and still have an interesting story.
Yeah.
Like think about this more as like a scene from a Martin Scorsese film instead of like a big action. And then it should give you an idea.
I love that. I absolutely love that. Oh, man. God, The Departed messed me up with just how many people died that I wasn't expecting it, in ways I wasn't expecting.
Fiernan says, Saw was cinematic.
It's funny because the cinematography in those movies is terrible. But, alright, Talamh, you're up.
Again?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's... Unlike
can
the
I-
last battle, this one it goes very quickly.
Can I put him in the hole?
You would have to drop hold person.
Dig the hole deeper so it's 10 feet deep.
All right, fine. The hole's deeper. It's 10 feet now.
Okay.
It's harder for him to get out that way once he drops in.
I think
Then
you
if
can
he-
release it as a bonus action, so if you wanted to do both, I mean...
I think it's funnier if he breaks out and then falls into the hole on his own. He's like, "I'm free."
No.
It's like in Hunchback of Notre Dame. I'm free. Dang it.
But if he succeeds his like the deck, whatever deck save you'd have to make, his arms are like
Swirling
a ground
across.
level and his head's up there like a pumpkin, and then just with like his boot, Ridire's like, eh.
Yep.
Alright, you now have a 10-foot hole.
And I can't. Yeah, I can't really cast anything else. So yeah, that's my turn. Not very cinematic, but I'm trying to get the point across that like we're not messing around here.
This is Oliver's fight. We're letting Oliver do it until things go far enough that he needs a little bit of assistance beyond just holding him.
Alright. Well, Oliver, you're up.
Mental prison.
Yeah.
It's a DC 18.
Intelligence save.
Intelligence save.
Jeez.
Nope.
So he
So,
takes 5d10 psychic.
The whole, well, he takes that. Well, I'm gonna make it acid damage, so it's actually 33, I think, acid damage.
Yep.
For this one, if he tries to move more, then that's more acid damage. The hole below him in his mind starts pooling acid, bubbling, steaming,
No.
and then green flames start to swirl around him. He can no longer see or hear outside of his space.
Yep.
He is restrained. Let's see, what else?
If he moves out of it.
Yeah, if he moves out of it, so if you drop the hold person, for instance, and he drops, he takes 10d10 acid damage.
Oh, okay.
God. Okay. Ridire, you're up. Unless,
Ridire's
Oliver, you
gonna-
want to move.
I'll move it diagonal.
Okay.
Deer's gonna hold his action. Same way as last turn.
Whoa.
Except actually, I'm gonna hold my action for that. If he drops everything and he's not in the hole, my action is to shield bash him to try and get him into the hole.
Okay.
I'll have to stand up in a second, but if it gets to my turn, I do plan on dropping the hold person so he can fall.
Okay. Are you going to
He is
do
also
anything else after that?
restrained.
Nope, that's all I'm doing.
Oh, he broke free. Oh no.
He breaks free of the hold person.
Yep.
He is still restrained. He's
He's
not
still
held in place, but he's
Yeah,
restrained.
he's still restrained by the effects of the psychic prison, and he falls into the hole because he's no longer floating above it.
Bind a
guess if you-
creature with an illusionary cell.
It just says like being surrounded by fire, floating razors, hideous maws. Yeah.
Has disadvantage on dex saving throws.
Attack rolls against him have advantage, and his attack rolls have disadvantage, and his movement is 0 while he's restrained. But the spell will end because he's going to drop into the pit and fall out of the 5 foot.
Yeah, he's gonna fall, so roll that 10d10.
Yay!
Is that, so
Already
because
used
it's acid, it's 58 acid damage.
Oh my god.
God.
Oh, so he fell?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So
He managed to. He broke
With
out of it
one
on his turn.
Oh, okay, that's
let
good.
me do some calculations. Calculator. I just want to see how much damage that did in total. So it's 33 plus that was
58.
58. I just did 91.
It's some dang good single target damage. I'll tell you what.
All right. Well, that's his turn.
Yeah, because
So-
his movement's 0.
So he's standing in a 10-foot hole.
He is standing at the bottom of a 10-foot hole. Tall of your
All right. Good. It's now a 5-foot deep hole, and he's kind of constrained with the dirt around him.
Okay.
And I
Now I will say that because it's a cantrip, it's gonna be loose
well, yeah.
earth,
Yeah.
so he can probably get out. He'd probably just have to make some sort of check.
Well, it'll take 10 feet of movement.
There you go. Yeah, to dig himself out. That kind of makes sense.
And I tap my staff on the ground to give Ridire and Oliver tremor sense.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, just in case. Cool.
Oliver, you're back up.
Hey, he's in a hole that you could fill nicely with some acid.
Filled with acid. Or in his mind, it's acid.
Well, no, that will have ended now, right? Because he got pushed out of it, so that effect ends.
Yeah.
So, as he was falling, there was that "oh shit, I'm falling into a pool of acid" moment, and then he hit the bottom, and he was like, "What the hell?" Well, he took the acid damage, but then the acid isn't there anymore, so he's probably somewhat confused.
He's very confused at this point.
So if I used my blessing, it's an action, but I could give for 10 minutes. The blessed creature has advantage on attack rolls against the target if one of the blessed creature's allies is within 5 feet of the target and the ally is incapacitated. Obviously, that doesn't mean yourself. So if I used it on Ridire, for instance, one of us would have to get right up in there. Maybe I'll save that.
Yeah, I just like acid splash him again or something like that.
I'm gonna toll the dead again. I just want to see. We're gonna
If
try
you hit him with it, yeah.
acid, of course.
Of course.
I want him to. I pretty much just
Oh,
assumed
man.
he did make it.
He
So that's
failed.
23 acid damage.
23 acid damage.
Pretty much just assume anything I'm doing is acid. For
Yep.
role-playing purposes, it's because I want him to feel every last bit of this.
All right.
How's he
Ridire.
looking?
He's
That's
looking
nice.
rough. He's
I'm
looking
gonna-
very rough.
I'm gonna stand over the hole, and I'm just gonna look down at him and just say, how you doing there, bud?" And ready my action to push him back in the hole if he climbs out of the hole.
Okay.
I'm letting Oliver do everything until as soon as Schlegel swings an attack, then it's open season. Until then, this is 100% Oliver's show.
I've just been making sure he can't.
You're
Hurt
just facilitating
What?
Yeah.
What can I say? I'm an enabler. I'm sorry.
All right. So his turn. 10 feet to get out of the
Dig
the
out.
5 foot. Another 5 feet, so that's 15 feet. He is now out of the hole, Ridire.
Cool. So do I get to shield bash him?
Yeah.
Cool. Contested athletics. Oh, I don't have inspiration. Oh, yay!
He's got a nat 1.
Cool. Can I knock him prone into the hole?
Yeah, it's a nat 1.
Hey, he is prone in the hole.
All right. He is prone in the hole. He did 15 feet of movement. He's now in the hole. He takes...
He has to use half his movement to stand up from prone.
All right, so that's another... So I've always been wondering about that.
Yeah.
So is it half of the remaining movement or just half of
It's half of your total movement.
Okay.
If you have moved, been knocked prone, and you do not have half of your total movement to stand back up, you are stuck prone. But you can crawl. You can crawl at like half speed or something like that, I think.
Okay,
You know,
so...
I gotta use 20 feet of movement to stand up.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Don't
does he.
stand up hella slow.
So one thing that I used to do in the past, admittedly this was 4th edition, which had slightly different rules, but what I always did was, if you used your full movement to stand up to prone, or you could stand up from prone normally, like they use slightly different rules back then, but it's the way I would convert into 5th edition, is you use half movement to stand up from prone, or you can stand up to prone with like 5 feet of movement, but then you provoke opportunity of attacks. That's a way I've done it in the past, so I don't know if you wanted to try and do something like that, but...
Well, he stands up, spends his last 5 feet to get out of the hole,
Yeah.
and then you watch as his eyes go from this canine yellow, and kind of like Vegeta, you just see one blood vessel pop in one of the eyes.
Oh, that doesn't look healthy.
And he is going to move right up to Oliver.
Cool, so then I get an attack of opportunity on him, right?
You do.
Sweet. I can swing my sword, my slashy sword. Yep. 15?
15 is gonna miss.
Oh, that's not good.
Can he make a dex save?
Oh,
Okay, yeah, that'll
Nice.
save it.
he's got some decks.
He's got some decks.
I'll tell you
He's-
what.
He's a Dexy's Midnight Runner.
Damn it.
That actually works on so many ways in this campaign. I think I broke Chuck.
Damn it.
We break him every episode. It's fine.
Okay.
We should
gotta-
compile. We gotta
he's gotta
compile a
really-
montage of breaking the DM.
He's got a really good self-repair protocol. He'll be okay.
Okay. He's gonna run up and he is going to put a hand out and grasp Oliver and say, you might take me out, but I'm gonna take you with me. And he is going to
Respond
do
with-
Touch of the Long Death. You need to do a con saving throw.
I get
DC
plus
16.
5, right?
+5.
Oh,
no.
Inspiration. Inspiration. So that's 13, just to make sure it's not a nat 1.
Fair
Still
enough.
not gonna make it. So I take.
He's doing all 10 key points.
Okay.
Ow.
So that is going to be 20d10.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Wow, I rolled really well.
Cool.
137.
Yep.
Okay, I'm down.
I'm going to use my channel divinity.
Okay.
Let me just find it here. Channel divinity.
Vernon. I can't wait till we have actual emotes of our own for these kind of moments.
Yeah, Rebuke the Violent. He has to make a wisdom saving throw.
26.
Okay, he takes half of that 137 as radiant damage.
Whoa.
What is 137 divided by 2?
138 would be 69.
68.5, so yeah, 69.
Nice. He took a nice amount of damage.
Nice.
Luckily, I don't think that was enough to insta-kill Oliver. Because
No.
it's not double his hit points, so we'll be able to get Oliver right back up.
For potential story value here, could he potentially be, like, barely hanging on?
I mean, he is considered dead. He can make death saving throws if you want to
Right.
allow that.
I would. Well, I'm just. I have a
Absolutely.
roleplay thing, but
Absolutely. I mean, it's Ridire's call.
What? I technically can't hold the punch with that kind of a thing.
You can hold the
Because-
punch with anything. You can consider anything to be non-fatal.
I mean, if you'll allow me to, because the Rebuke the Violent does the damage that they are dealing back to them, is what it's about. So, yeah, I mean, I'll hold him at 1 hit point, or at stabilized 0 hit points.
He is at 0 hit points.
Cool. Are we still in combat?
Yeah, because
All right.
he's still technically alive.
So Oliver's gonna have to make a death saving throw before.
Well,
Actually, you know what?
Talamh
He's going to
can
spend a
use
key point. He is
Use
going
10.
to spend his key point and be at 1.
Cool.
So,
it's Tala's turn.
Talamh's turn.
Talamh, knock him out.
Oh, Schlegel?
Yeah.
You
All right.
watch as he is
Go on.
just bleeding profusely. He is in tatters.
He was like, ha ha! It's like a light, just like a bolt of light came through, like ripped through the roof of the tent.
Well,
Just like
it's a very interesting effect because it's necrotic damage that pumped into him. You watch as this sickly greenish black energy flows from Schlegel and pierces Oliver in the chest, and you just watch as it envelops him in this green cloud. And then all of a sudden, you watch as it starts to spark with this radiant energy and backfires into his face, and you just watch as he goes down to the ground, crumpling, and then half a second later gasps and comes back up.
he definitely was not expecting that to happen. Oh man, I've been wanting to use Rebuke the Violent on something big like that the whole game.
So, Talamh, you are up.
So I could just try to knock him back out?
Yeah,
He's got 1 hit point, just non-fatal, reduced to 0.
Alright. So I guess I have to roll for it. 'cause
yeah,
it's-
you have to still see if you hit.
Whatever you're gonna
Yeah, so that is... Where's my quarterstaff? There it is. Well, a 20 hit.
20 hits.
And as a bonus action, Oliver, get up. I give him I healing word him.
I forgot you had healing.
How much is that?
It is
1d4 plus your wisdom, right?
yes.
It's not much, but it's enough to get you standing.
All right. Oliver, your turn. You're back to consciousness. You're on the ground, and he is on the ground next to you.
I'm
Did you
gonna.
roll your d4 for that?
No.
Because he gets
I'm
1d4
going
plus your
to-
wisdom on hit points.
Get up. I'm going to. I'm assuming because she hit, and because Ridire and everything is so close, that I'm within 5 feet of an ally.
Oh yeah.
Well, Talamh would have had to
moved up.
move up to smack him.
Yeah. Oh,
All right,
sorry, I
I'm
didn't do
going
that.
to channel divinity, blessing of the blood-drenched moon, which gives me advantage on any attack rolls made. I'm going to grab him by the throat, rip off the mask, and I guess I reveal now. You see somewhat of a gaunt-looking, sunken-in cheekbones. Nose is completely missing.
Oh.
A huge amount of scarring around lips and eye. It looks to have been like kind of somewhat re-healed over with dragon scales.
Yep.
And one of my eyes is draconic looking in nature, and it's going to flash green, and I'm going to just look at me. This is for Garrett, and I'm going to 7th level inflict wounds. This is to roll to hit, so that's a 26 to hit,
That'll hit.
and that would be 9d10. That would be 61 damage. Well, I'll make it acid, so 66 damage. And I want it to emanate from my hands, the same kind of thing, this green flowing through his veins, and then it will explode through him backwards. Green acid and things spewing out as he just basically everything exploding from his inside out through his back as he crumples and kind of melts. And then I'll basically just kind of collapse.
I'm going to walk toward Oliver and put his mask back on him.
For the benefit of Ross, in an alternate universe, everything happens exactly the same, except after this moment, Ridire teabags the corpse.
Oh.
Just because Ross was asking us to do it. But in the main universe, it doesn't. But in an alternate universe, that happens. It's an alternate universe. It's one where Ridire went down a dark path. So.
That's pretty dark.
Yeah, that's pretty dark for Ridire.
You
Yeah,
must be drinking that oolong tea.
I'll walk over and I'm just gonna sit down next to Oliver. I'm just gonna sit there for a little bit.
Yeah, it'll be a little bit before he does.
I'll pat him on the back and pump 65 points of lay on hands back into him.
Yeah, no, I won't. Because now I'm a little less very specific kind of rampaging.
I could heal Oliver. I don't want to use healing spells, but that seemed like a very cinematic time to use it. So I'm refraining from giving Oliver healing, even though I could right now.
I just did the lay on hands because I could do that in like a comforting way, you know.
Yeah. I just want you to know, Panda, I'm not snubbing you with heals.
No. I'll take a little bit of moment and kind of try to channel into this new source of magic I've kind of seemed to found myself able to wield since the fight. And I will do a 4th level cure wounds. 14, 15, 16 more.
Oliver's a cleric.
Yeah, all of us have healing now. We're
Oh
all
my-
tanky. We're all support.
Oh.
We're all, to some extent, battlefield control.
Mm-hmm.
I am back to full. I actually didn't adjust my hit points from what they were, so I'm actually at 81. I'm still down 10.
Oliver and Ridire are both. Well, did you gain the ones from
No. What
heal
did you
wounds?
roll?
What did you roll?
You roll. Oh, do I have to roll?
Yeah, you roll a
For healing
d4,
word.
and then it's plus your wisdom mod.
Plus, 5. Sorry, I thought Oliver had to roll that.
Nope,
There,
you rolled that.
You're down 1 hit point.
That's why I never rolled it, because I thought I was like waiting for Oliver to do it.
It's supposed to be the caster, so.
Okay, well, there you go.
We knew it was enough to get him back up to do the thing, so it wasn't.
Yeah.
super important. Okay.
After taking a little bit, was there anything identifiably on Schlegel?
The purple sash was the big, thing that you remember.
Mm-hmm. I'll take the purple sash. I think that's 2.
As soon as I
purple
see
sashes.
him kind of moving around again, I'm going to investigate all of the tables, chairs, desks, chests, and everything to see if we find notes, information, loot.
All right. You find a very ornate spear that he was holding, carved with runes all over it. You find a book that has some writings, looks to be quickly scribbled through, has some notes about Zamed.
I will give the book to Oliver. He is our researcher.
I'll take it.
He's the one with the traveling library in his backpack. I'll pick up the spear, but I'm not gonna do anything with it because I'm worried it might be cursed or something.
Well, oh, Schlegel's spear.
Yeah. Oh wait, Oliver, you can cast Identify for free, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can do that later. Yeah. Anything else?
Nothing else of note.
Cool. Yeah, well, I'll walk back over to Oliver and just... Are you okay?
I think it will take a little bit of time,
It always does.
but I got what I wanted.
And with flair, too. I mean...
I've been thinking about it for a while.
Well, do what you need to do. But if you need to chat. And then I'll step away so I'm not crowding him. And I guess we'll leave Schlegel's melting corpse in the middle of the tent and walk out.
After they leave, I'll take one more kind of moment and just kind of look over and just turn again and head back out.
Okay.
Oh. Did he have... Never mind. Oh.
All right. So as you exit the tent.
The best part is, even though Oliver took a bunch of damage in there, all of us, we healed him back up, so we walk out
Unscathed.
without a scratch.
Oh wait, no. Oliver has the equivalent of a shaving cut.
But he's got his mask back on.
Oh, that's true. By the way, I still have no idea what Oliver's face looks like.
Nope,
That is true.
it's true. Ridire saw it, but it's not a big deal.
So, O'Dwyer is out there, and he looks at the group as you walk out. Well, that was noisy. Did you get what you needed?
And we got some. We definitely know that they're working with Lady Zamed. So that's of some concern. We know that their leader is in the mountains to the south. We had assumptions that they might be there, but now it's confirmed.
Well, fantastic.
Indeed.
So everything went according to plan. Wonderful. Well, then we will go about fixing the city up, and you are free to do what you need.
Yes. Do you have a way to send a message back to the King and Queen easily?
Oh, do we have to send a message back to the King and Queen? You know, we could just get there.
Yes, but I don't know if we want to go straight back at the moment.
I've been doing some soul searching, and I'm really in tune with the earth, and I think the trees will take us back. Here, at least.
Then we can definitely... We could do that. I think Oliver wanted to find his mother and his sister, yes?
I was about to do a thing where, like, both of... My mother. She needs to know what's happened. I don't know that I told you guys. She contacted me before the battle. I got a little bit of a talking to. We need to go.
Okay, do you think she's still in the same town, or is she in your hometown, or what's going on?
I would guess probably there, but not exactly.
Well, that's probably where we need to go then.
All right, well then I'm going to go and start packing up my things, and wander off to the nearest tree that was also in Wygrove.
Oliver, can you identify this spear? I know you have identification magic.
Yes. I'll cast Identify.
All right. That is a
Is it a
+3 spear.
Oh.
Whoa.
Just a +3, nothing else to it?
Just a +3.
Just a really powerful magical spear, but not like anything beyond that. Cool.
Yeah.
Guys, guess I'm wielding a spear now.
I mean, it's effectively the same thing as a longsword.
Technically a spear is actually a lower damage dice.
Oh, you're right. That's a bunch of BS about spears being lower.
It's because they can be one-handed with a shield, and they still get benefits from like the polearm master and stuff like that. But
yeah, but spears are so good.
you know what? Actually, I think I'm probably gonna stick with the sword. Spear's a +3, but my swords, I have the magic sword now, so which is a +1.
Yeah, it has
It's
abilities, right?
it's not cursed or anything.
Nope.
Not that he was able to get from the identification. I can throw the spear is still a throwable weapon, so I'll still hold on to it.
We could sell it.
Yeah, we could maybe sell it, but I can also throw a spear, a +3 spear at somebody if I need to. So
True.
We're
gonna kill Cardinal Doran with Schlegel's spear.
Oh, that would be kind of nice.
Acolyte?
No, I'm saving something for Acolyte.
I'm assuming
okay.
it's her dagger and some heat metal.
It's at least her dagger.
Yeah, let's collect all of our gear, anything we left back at the tavern. Say our goodbyes to everyone. I want to find Roland. Just, like, shake his hand and say, oh man, I wish we had ways to, like, communicate magically with people. Yeah, I'll talk to Roland about it. Just like, let him know, hey, you and your men, you're the ones that did this. So, like, obviously accept the help from the army here, but your men deserve recognition. Make sure they know that. Men and women, I should specify. But
Well,
opportunity.
Well, you inspired us, and you're always welcome in Bilthy, and we'll have a place for you anytime you need.
Good. We're going to continue on, try and get more to the bottom of these cultists. But we've definitely dealt a massive blow against them. I think we'll have them on the back foot at least for a moment. So.
And, sorry, lads, I can't help you with the wall anymore. But it looks good. Keep up your efforts. They'll be good as new.
You've done more than enough, and more than we could do in probably a year's time, so thank you.
Okay. So, we're gonna head towards that other village.
Yeah. We're going to find,
Find a tree?
yeah.
How far can we go with that?
As far as you want, provided it's in the same plane of existence.
Jeez.
And you've been there before.
Okay, so we wouldn't be able to get directly to that town because you haven't been there, but
No.
we could go to Oliver's hometown, which isn't as far away from it. So
And I can do it once a day.
that's awesome.
It's so powerful.
You combined with your teleport, man. We could just unlock. I think we've unlocked fast travel, guys.
Pretty much. Yep. I've been waiting
Yeah.
for this moment. I'm
Because
so
I can
happy.
get us to right now I only know the 2, but if I learn any other magic circle codes, I can get to those places. And
So, yeah.
So yeah.
As we walk toward, can I describe the spell?
Please do. Where are you
All right.
teleporting to, though?
But we're teleporting to a large tree, the same species of tree in Whitegrove. Like, that's big enough for us to pass through.
Okay.
And then we'll travel north from there because it's only like a day's journey, I think.
Yeah.
Right, a day or 2.
So, I, as I stroll towards the tree, my eyes actually begin, like, glowing white, and my face turns, like, just solid, like that solid mask-looking, featureless white sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Put my hand on the tree, and essentially it opens up like the like that oil sheen thing that you see to the Fey trees have.
Okay. That's the face shimmer.
Yes.
Excellent. And you all step in.
Walk through.
Boom. Back in Wygrove.
That is ridiculous because that gives us access to, this whole area here,
Oh, it's
here,
Here.
everywhere, basically everywhere we've been, essentially.
Here.
Yeah, it's just like the outlying upper
Oh my-
sections
we
and
can-
lower sections.
We can fast travel to Habrick or Hayfield,
Yeah, we can like walk right into that. city.
Haddonfield. Do you guys want
So-
some cookies?
You don't have access to
The far south, the far north, and like this side.
here
Yeah,
and here.
and here, because we
Yeah.
went to this side of the mountains. So it
Yeah.
gives us about half the map, probably.
Yeah.
That's still like half the map that is instant moving.
And then you can learn teleportation circles to
Yeah.
some of these towns that have them.
Which could get us into some of those areas we don't have easy access to already. But also we could just jump through trees to somewhere nearby and travel in, and then you've been there. So any traveling we do through an area, you unlock that area.
Well, and
That's
then
great.
you can do teleportation circle if you cast it for the. Like, you can make a permanent one, can't you?
If I cast it every day for a year.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
We're not going to stay somewhere every day for a year. So, yeah. Are we gonna like explore Wygrove, or are we just gonna head straight north? I don't know that there's any reason to do much here.
I don't think we're gonna stay. I am going to. I want to. Still, I technically have two. I want to stop by. Where my father is, real quick, and I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm gonna take a dagger from my inventory real quick, and I'm gonna take it's the same. I'm assuming it's basically the same sash that was on Eldon and Schlegel.
Schlegel's is a little bit more of an ornate symbol. It's that purple, but then there's the red color scheme that you've seen of the other cultists. And it is a kind of a Celtic ring embroidered along the edge of the sash, which is why you recognize that one more than, Heldon's inspired you, like, brought back those memories and everything, but Schlegel's, it was like, oh, that's the one.
We'll still do this just, I guess, as a sign. Hopefully he gets the idea. I'll take the dagger, I'll take Heldon's sash, and I'll pin it against the wall, and then we can continue on.
Okay. Cool. You do notice that in the 3 or 4 days that you've been... Well, let's see. How long did that take? Oh, yeah, you teleported. So it didn't take you...
Well, we were in... we were there
for a little bit. We
for
were
a
in
day.
the city for like...
We were in Bilthy for about a week. So it's been a little over a week since we were last here.
Which is perfect, because I have not updated my calendar. Very much. So...
And actually, including the time the battle took, we were probably in Bilthy for 9 days.
Oh, yeah.
Approximately,
True.
about 9 days. So it's been about 10 days since we were last here in Wygrove. Which is crazy to think about.
What's funny is that in all of that time, from the last time that I really wrote down what day you guys were anywhere, was episode 38, so 10 episodes ago. And it's only been 2.5 weeks. Not even.
Jeez, this has been a very dense campaign.
Well, because so
Mostly
much
this.
of what you did took,
Oh, 38 was the critically successful episode.
Like, once we came back from the Feywild, we haven't been dinking around with, like, as much travel. We've been trying to use teleportation and things like that as much as possible to try and shorten our travel times, to try and take care of things as they're coming up. So, like, before we went into the Feywild, it was kind of like, a few weeks here, a few weeks there, and now it's just like, go, 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 go.
It has been 15 days since you left the Feywild.
Jeez, really?
We've been back for 2 weeks, and we have destroyed one of, if not the main army of the night.
Cardinal Dorn is like just sitting there. He's sitting like on his like throne, just like, they've been here for 15 days.
I mean, all in all, from the start of it, well, it's hard to say, because Yeah, it's hard to say because the Feywild messed with your time so much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm trying to remember what the actual, like, date. Oh, yeah, there it is, the celebration of Lathander. So, you guys started on the 5th of Growfest. And it's been 1, 2, 3, 4 months before you entered the Feywild, basically. Then
Missed my birthday.
Then like 3 months passed in the
3
real
months.
world while we were there.
Passed, and then it's been 15 days.
Wow.
I will say this: we are more efficient so far than the Fellowship of the Ring. So.
It's not super hard to do.
Wow, yeah. Well, that's because they had to cook 2 breakfasts a day.
Because they never tried to cook for Sauron.
Oh,
If they would have just cooked for...
Meat's back on the menu, Dark Lord. Food for the boss.
So, as I was saying, in the 10 days or so that has passed since last being in Wygrove, Oliver, you do notice that the farm is a little bit more cleaned up.
Yay.
Fresh feed has been laid out for a few of the animals. There's less junk in the entryway of the farm as you walk up and pin the sash to the wall. Not a huge difference, but an improvement.
Your stern talking to helped him.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you guys are going to make your way north?
Yeah.
North
I'm
to Natho.
I'm realizing now that like in a literary sense, this is Oliver and Talamh's story. They're 2 separate stories, and Ridire is like the wise elder or whatever, like at the beginning of a story that, you know, like helps. He's like the Obi-Wan Kenobi kind of guy that helps push them on the way. like you guys are the protagonists, and I'm just the guy that helps.
But whereas you were supposed to die somewhere along the way, we kept you alive.
We just decided to skip that part of the hero's journey where the mentor dies.
I gave you opportunity.
Yeah, no.
Ridire's just stubborn.
Ridire's just unkillable. We're all unkillable. Oliver just took 137 damage, and then we just went.
I do have access to the heal spell.
Well, I have healing spells as well. I just decided to use play on hands.
It's the heal spell.
The heal spell.
70 hit points.
Yep.
You just get them.
We have a lot of healing now.
I'm like never gonna do it. But...
No, we try to usually use other tactics to where we don't have to use healing in the middle of battle, but guys, space.
I'm saying
space
it's like
weird. Sorry.
I was saying it's not as like on brand for Talamh to be a healer.
Yeah, she has it as she knows she's capable of it. And it's a backup, but it's not her style.
Ever since the Feywild, I've been like unlocking more things I can do.
Question, Chuck: the horses that we rode into Wygrove and then teleported away from, are they still here?
Oh my gosh. I forgot all about them.
You can go check at the bar if you want to see if they're still there.
Horses. Of course.
I'm assuming we would have like dropped them off at a stable or something. But,
I think you did.
I think we did.
Yeah.
Because we obviously didn't teleport them with us.
Ugh.
So, well, mine was my summoned steed. So I would have sent it back to its realm.
Yeah.
But the other horse is here. So, do we want to collect that, or do we are we worried about? We can just let it live a nice life here in Wygrove.
Wait, how much is it gonna keep Is this gonna be like a library late fee if we like don't pick him up?
I mean, that's up to you. You can find out if you want.
Yeah, I'll go find whoever we left the horse with.
Okay.
Oliver, do you want the horse? Because you were the one riding it. Because me and Talamh were on mine.
We don't need him anymore, really.
Okay.
Someone
I can summon my steed now.
I could be a horse.
And I can polymorph. So I can also be a horse. Or an eagle.
For an hour, though.
I can have a lot of spell slots.
See, I would turn into a warhorse so that Oliver has a method of transport, but that is so awkward. I'm not gonna do it.
I have 5 hours of potential travel at like 60 feet a second.
I'll find the person that we left the horse with, and I'll just let them know that we have no need of him anymore right now, so he or she can keep the horse.
How far north was Natho again?
It's about a 3-day journey.
Okay.
That's like normal walking speed, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we're flying.
True.
Wait, what?
I am going to cast Find Greater Steed.
Oh. Wait, we're flying?
And I am going to summon it's the same spirit that I had before, but it's now bolstered by more celestial energy. And it is going to take the form of, I'm thinking, let me find my spell list here so I can look at it. Thinking I'm going to go Griffin, but let's double check what my options are again.
Oh, Wikidot is so nice.
I know, that's why I was saying I love Wikidot.
You could choose a griffin, a pegasus, a peryton, a direwolf, a rhinoceros, or a saber-toothed tiger.
So it'd be either a Griffin or a Pegasus, probably, because I don't know what the Peryton can do for carrying.
It's a great big bird.
Yeah.
Lion thing.
Its strength is about the same. So it would have about the same carrying capacity, but probably wouldn't work quite as well. Okay, guys, what do you think is more fitting for Ridire? Griffin or Pegasus?
Oh, Pegasus, 100%. With that fabulous mane.
Okay, yep, I summon it in the form of a Pegasus.
All right. And the others, what are you doing?
I will be polymorphing myself into a giant eagle.
Oh, wait, no, guys, the Pegasus is way better than the Griffin and the Peryton. It has a higher strength, and it has a 90-foot fly speed.
I'm gonna ask Ser Ridire to please cast Calm Emotions on me, and I will ride with him.
I will do so.
Yeah, okay.
I willingly fail that.
Yep, I will help keep Talamh stable as we fly away.
All right.
Pegasus can definitely carry 2 of us. It's got a high enough strength; it would not be able to carry all 3. So.
Not all 3. So if Oliver is going to be an eagle, then
I'm looking very specifically at, because I can technically polymorph to anything up to my level of challenge rating. That's a beast. So theoretically, like a challenge rating 13 beast.
That's some lesser dragons.
Yeah, but those aren't beasts though?
yeah,
no.
I'm trying to think of find a flying fly giant bat, but that's only beast of the sky. It's a beast of the sky. It's also a 60-foot flying speed. I think I might just be able to just be a 60-foot flying speed, from what I can find, at least.
Is a coatl a beast?
Giant Eagle has 80-foot fly.
Does it have 80 foot? Oh yeah, they're
Uh-huh.
fine. They're just a little slower than the Pegasus.
The Pegasus is designed to be a flying mount, so I think that's probably why it has the more.
No, Coatls are Celestials.
Darn it.
Yeah.
I'm looking just a list of everything with flying speeds.
A giant swan is also 80.
Hold up, I want to look at something very.
All right. So, wow, beasts only go to CR2 for challenge rating with fly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, polymorph. The basic polymorph, when you're using it in combat, the T-Rex is like the best thing you can turn into.
There's not a giant raven. I did find a homebrew giant raven that is 95 feet.
The raven is very in character.
That's I was specifically looking for it, but they don't actually have one in the monster manual.
Okay, so the only beasts that fly, it's the Quetzalcoatlus and lower.
So a swarm of ravens is technically a beast.
I'm gonna say use the Quetzalcoatlus stats.
Quetzalcoatlus.
Yeah, I can't say that.
Quetzalcoatlus.
But it's flavored as a giant raven.
A giant white raven.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh.
Oh.
Is Oliver gonna have a change of outfits?
That's just the mask.
He's getting a new mask? That'll be cool.
Well, the mask is white.
Oh.
So, you know.
All right.
Yep, we're gonna fly north.
Okay.
Good little Pegasus.
Well,
I'm just like...
It's essentially triple the speed of our walking speed.
Yeah.
So a day.
So a day.
I can only do 5 hours though, because that's all I have
Is
left.
that how many
until we
spell
rest.
slots you've got?
Yep.
Wait,
If we rest, I can do another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So 2 days.
Yep.
For him to have enough spell slots.
so
Well, day and a half.
yeah, more like a day and a half. All right, each of you roll me a stat and tell me how you're benefiting yourself in the travel with advantage.
Oh god.
DC of like 4 to do this.
I'm using performance to sing myself a jaunty tune, so to keep my spirits going, because I'm in the air and it's terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I'm reminding myself of my mother's scolding to intimidate myself.
I like it. I like it. Alright.
I'm gonna use persuasion to keep Talamh calm.
Yes, I like that.
19.
All right. So,
Great, thanks, I'm cured.
whether
Just
it's
don't
new
be
boots,
afraid.
whether it's the new boots fitting well, or a journey through blessed waters, or just massive, unimpeded air travel, each member of the party adds 5 feet to their movement speed. This effect lasts for 24 hours after your arrival.
Oh, I got 45 feet of movement.
Nice.
All right.
I love campfire. It's so cool.
Campfire's pretty cool.
All right. So, you arrive in town. Let me pull up Natho, even though I don't think there's anything to Natho. Little podunk town.
Worse than Waygrove?
No. No.
There's a last chance convenience store.
There's a Copper General.
There is a
And a Tavern 6.
Talamh. You get the sense, landing in town, so, again, small town, a general store, a stables, a couple of farms on the outer skirts, what looks to be a guard barracks, and on the side of the guard barracks are rows and rows of decently made cages, but they look to be made fairly quickly, and they are full
Of cultists?
of cultists. You also see in the center of town is a giant statue. And surrounding the statue is a tree that seems to grow up and surrounds the statue. Almost in kind of like a bonsai-shaped way. Almost.
Ooh, that's cute.
And looking at the statue, and Ridire and Oliver kind of explain this to you, it looks very, very similar to the Lord of the Hunt.
Oh.
Slightly different, but you, all three of you go ahead and roll me a religion check. Never do religion checks.
I'm
That's-
really good at religion.
That's my speciality.
So good at it.
Told you.
Quite average.
Talamh, you get the sense that this is Sylvanus, the god of wild nature.
Oh. Not the...
It's not the Lord of the Hunt, but might be some inspiration there.
I was thinking something else.
You thinking like World of Warcraft? So,
Yes.
that's what I was thinking too.
I
Banshee
have
Queen.
not played WoW, so
God of Wild Nature, you said?
yep.
Awesome.
And this is a shrine to him.
That explains the tree.
Cool.
And then, looking down this main street of Natho, you see a large building, and decorating the outside of it, you see a dragon skull. You see a couple of troll skulls, and a couple of other beasts that are decorating this, the outside of this giant tavern. And there is a sign on it that reads, "The Dragon's Respite."
Well, I could use some respite.
That seems very fitting considering what has just happened, and dragon and let's go in.
Alright, you guys are gonna enter?
Yep.
Yep.
I will. I'll tell my Pegasus that it can just fly around in the area and do its thing.
Your Pegasus looks at all the different beasts, skulls that reside on the building, and goes in the opposite direction.
It's fine. I can communicate with it telepathically. I can call it back when I need to.
It's just gonna give that a little bit of a wide berth.
Darn it. I do remember what I wanted Robert the plant to be. I'm sorry. It's been bugging me. It wasn't a cactus. It was a chili pepper plant. But cactus is cool too.
He's a red hot chili pepper plant.
Like a little Thai chili, like little Thai chilies.
So you can like pick the chilies off of them to use for cooking.
Sure.
Oh, that'd be really cute anthropomorphized.
What, a chili pepper plant?
Yeah. Fun.
Cool.
Are you finding a picture of that?
Typed in chili pepper plant.
I did.
And there's a cartoon of it?
No,
As a
no.
person?
Pictures of.
there's
Oh.
pictures of chili pepper plants, and then I used my imagination.
Oh, like the chili peppers could be like long dreadlocks or something?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Use your imagination, nerd.
I know, right?
Who uses their imagination?
Imagination.
So, anyways, the
Yeah.
medieval tavern.
Yes.
Sorry for that tangent. It
No,
burst right out.
just, imagination. We're going back to the
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
medieval tavern now, so we just gotta,
I'm sorry, I'm having trouble. I can't. What?
So
The tavern.
I don't use my imagination.
the medieval stuff.
we
No.
you enter the tavern, and it's a fairly busy place. There are quite a few different races. You see not goblins. You see dwarfs and elves and halflings. This is a place where it looks like everybody is welcome. And there at the bar is a very strong looking woman. I gotta look up something really quick.
Oh, are the faded few here?
I was gonna ask for them.
Do a perception check.
Oh, good. What do I see with a 22?
With a 22
I got a 17.
and a 17 will do it. Hold on 1 second. I just gotta write something in my notes because for some reason I always forget this.
You know definitively that they're not here.
No, actually, you do see in a corner, at a corner table, you see a couple of the members of the Fated Few. You see Mordai, the tiefling, sitting, and he's actually, I can't remember now.
He's definitely a manly tiefling.
Yes,
He was smugly strumming a lute the last time.
he was, and now he is in a boisterous song, filling the air with music.
Hold on. Can I make another perception check?
You can.
$24. What is he singing?
He is singing the tale of the Twilight Brigade.
Woo! I'm gonna go sit down and listen.
Hold on. I have the lyrics written down somewhere.
Oliver, you do not see this because you are instantly clocking the taller than the last time you saw her, more muscular, almost looking a little bit like the sister from Encanto.
Louisa.
Yes.
Oh.
At the
I was
bar.
gonna literally ask if his sister is Louisa from Encanto, because that's awesome.
Shouting at a couple of patrons and just, if you're gonna cause a problem, I'm gonna throw you out. I did it last time. Don't you test me. And you see a vein just kind of start to bulge on the side of her head. And
I want to go down and sit next to her.
okay.
And just say, is it really how you treat everyone here?
I treat everybody how I want to treat them. Who are you?
It has been a while, but I've come to visit you and Mother.
And you watch as she just starts to well up. And, like Louisa, instantly just starts to bawl, grabs you in a very, very tight embrace.
Oh boy, I'm about to take damage.
Took 1d4 plus damage.
What's your AC?
17.
She got a 22.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You take 3 damage
I.
as she crushes you in a hug.
I mean, we did have long rests during that travel. So.
Yep. It's a little tight.
I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It is you're fine. You're fine.
You haven't bulked up at all.
No, that is just true. I'm still very much the same size I was. But I have gotten better at controlling certain things.
Well, you get better at controlling things. I like to lose control sometimes and just let it out.
He's a barbarian.
It's understandable.
Just hold on. And she just runs off to the back and is watching you the entire time, like making sure you don't just disappear, you're not an illusion. And a few minutes later, not even minutes, a few seconds later, being pushed out the door, you see your mother. And do you want to describe what your mom looks like?
She is elvish. So she is the elf of the 2 parents. She looks like she's definitely an older lady at this point. Well, not old, but like older. Looks to have seen some battle. Same kind of hair color as Oliver. Probably up in a braid. She looks like somebody who has seen a lot of crap and lived through it, and has done a lot of things in her time. So yeah.
According to How I Met Your Mother, in every relationship there is a reacher and a settler, and Oliver's mom is definitely the settler.
Damn.
His dad did not deserve her.
And
His dad's punching above his weight class.
Yep.
She sees Oliver and instantly runs up and gives you a giant hug. Not a painful one. She moves very gracefully around the room. Like, the way she moves to you, she's very, sure-footed. And gives you a giant hug and says, I cannot believe you've come back to us.
It is good to be back. We have it's been a while. I went to see Father not too long ago, and that went just about probably what you expect.
She spits on the ground.
Oh, oh.
Still...
Is there somewhere that we can talk privately?
Yes, of course. Mary. And Mary looks around the room and just... Everybody out now! We're closed!
That works too.
And you see a bunch of people just start to, like, stop and pause and look around, and that blood vessel gets bigger and she gets louder and... Out now!
I go up to Oliver. We gotta go.
This is my sister. This is Mary, and this is my mother. This is Talamh, somebody I've been traveling with and fighting, and well, we can talk more about that.
Oh my gosh, Oliver's mom's totally gonna think you guys are a couple.
I put my arm up on Oliver's shoulder.
She was 12 like 2 weeks ago. It's
That's weirder. You're making it worse.
it's not that. I'm sorry.
Ridire is helping the faded few clear out.
The guy in armor over there, that is Ser Ridire. He's also somebody I've been traveling. I'm pretty a little bit after I left initially. We've succeeded in what I initially set out to do, and with that, I'll take out the sash from Schlegel. And,
I thought you nailed it to the door.
That was I did Heldens just
Oh,
so potentially
okay.
he got the idea that
Gotcha.
it had been dealt with. But I'll take his out.
Is that...
It is the one from that night.
The monster?
Yes. He's dead, and I made sure there was nothing left, basically.
Mary takes a look at it and just goes behind the bar and grabs a bottle of a dark liquor and pours a triple shot and downs it. And brings out a few more bottles and says, well, we're gonna have to cheers to that.
I would agree.
Pours another one and hands it to you. Pours one and hands it to everybody.
Before I take this off, that night did leave its scars. Just
did Oliver gesture me over, or because I was walking out the door with the faded few. So.
Oh, you were walking out?
Yeah, the bar was closed. I don't know what your mom and your sister look like.
As you were leaving, and Oliver tells Jane who you are, she says, not you. You're welcome to stay.
Okay, so I'll be there too.
And so you say that about leaving the scars, and she takes your hand and says, "It left scars on all of us."
Yeah, I'll take off the mask.
Roll an insight check.
50.
15? I'll give
Still
you
not as good as
advantage
my
on the
passive.
closest.
I mean, they are family members.
Yeah. Even with a 15, but I'll give you the advantage on it. And she doesn't blink. Like, she's not fazed by this at all. In fact, what comes across is more of an... Ah, crap. I was hoping that wasn't the case. But not like an overly negative, just more of an internal... And she puts a hand to your face and says, "Welcome home, son.
Cheers.
It's good to see you."
And I will drink.
And I think with that, we're going to end tonight and pick the conversation up the next time.
All right.
Because it is already almost 8 o'clock, and I'm excited to see where this goes. So,
But I believe next week will be Black Label.
potentially, if we want to pick up on this, I can probably make it work, but I'll be traveling, so...
I can definitely do Black Label.
Yeah. We will let you all know whatever we decide to do. Check it out on Twitter, on Twitch and all that fun stuff, Facebook. And I think we're gonna end right there. So have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, for joining us. We have, just so appreciative of you. And with that, may you roll those nat
Congratulations.
20s. Congratulations to Casper Grimshaw. And remember that in 5 more followers on Twitch, we will do a t-shirt giveaway. So, may you roll those nat 20s and avoid those critical fails. Have yourselves a good night.